Yes, I think I'm wearing sandals. Might be leather.
Now how do they stay on your foot?
They strap back and forth along the top of the foot, and then that's it. There's nothing behind the heel, nothing up the leg. Yes, it's like white and flowy. Covers pretty much my whole body. Middle-aged. I have a ring on the pointer finger of my right hand.
Describe it to me.
It's like a coils up over the knuckle. It's like a gold snake.
Does it have any significance?
Temple, has something to do with the temple. It's like a symbol of the, yeah, it has some kind of spiritual significance.
Describe your surroundings. Are you inside or outside?
I'm outside, the desert kind of environment. There are some tents, like canvas tents, colorful rugs that are coming out of the entrance of the tent. Right now it's not windy, so flaps are open.
Is there anyone else here like you?
There are other people, but they're not like me.
How are they not like you?
I feel like I don't belong to this group, like it's like a temporary thing.
Are you human?
Yes.
Are the others human?
Yes. I think it's a status thing.
Mm-hmm. Are you of royalty?
No, I think it's like, I think I might belong to the temple. And so it's a different lifestyle with a different rank.
Tell me about that.
It's, I think it's all women. I think they never marry. It's very like, very mysterious. I think I have been a part of it since I was a baby. I think you get kind of dropped off in infancy and raised there. So there's no like normal family structure.
Mm-hmm.
I think food is dropped off to the temple usually, and part of it is set aside as like a, it's like specifically for the goddess of the temple, and then some of it is set aside for the people who work in the temple.
What does a temple look like?
Sandstone columns. It's very large. There are pools of water inside, flower petals on them, incense burning. It's very quiet.
Do you have to be invited to go to the temple? Or can anyone go?
Not anyone can go. Women only. And I think it is by request. Like if there's a request, then it gets either granted or denied, and then like it's, for different circumstances, there are different ceremonies.
What's the inside look like?
Lots of stone columns lining either side of like a square room with like statues in the back of the room, and then there are these different pools around the statues in the back of the room. And it's pretty open in the center, and then there's a bunch of hallways and antechambers that go off on either side of the main space.
What do you do in the temple?
Part of it is just maintenance, like cleaning, daily prayers, managing like the altar, so that fresh food is always provided, or flowers, or old things are kept, swept away. And then I think there's a community component where there's do prayers and rituals that kind of serve the specifically women, I think, of the community.
What kind of ceremonies do you do in the temple?
I think a lot of it is either like protection or abundance or fertility, like those kinds of themes. Helping cure illnesses. And then we take in, either children who are intentionally dedicated to the temple or children who are orphaned.
What kind of ceremony would you do for fertility?
There would be offerings made, usually oils or flowers, and then there would be some kind of planting done, whether it be like a fig tree or there's some kind of ritual planting done. Yes, or women who are already pregnant and want like a healthy pregnancy, but it's very it's just a lot of intention, just a lot of women who have regular lives have regular concerns, and the women of the temple have fewer hardships, but more of their energy is dedicated towards intention. So that's their job, is to have that kind of focus and intention. So it's almost like prayers go through them.
Mm-hmm. What kind of prayers? Are there specific words?
No, I don't think so. I think it just depends on each individual situation.
Mm-hmm. And what is a typical day for you?
Wake up and wash. We wash every day. And then we would clean the temple in the morning, anoint the statues, set up the altars for the day. Usually by then the sun has risen and we will have a couple people waiting outside the temple that we hear their requests, set up the practices for those requests. There are some women in the temple who their only job is to care for the children of the temple. They're all schooled, so it's not, there's a lot of education that goes on. So sometimes that's part of the daily duty, but not always. And then sometimes there's like community outreach where we go and visit, women in the community who need assistance. But there's a lot of, we're given a wide berth. There's a like if you walk down the street, people move to the sides of the street. There's not a lot of interaction with people when we go into the community except for that one person that we're going to assist. So there's not a lot of talking, there's not a lot of communication. Faces are veiled. There's a lot of like mystery surrounding like the temple from the community's perspective.
What's your favorite thing to do here?
I think I like getting out of the temple and going into the community. I think that we serve as midwives also. So we're there for, I think especially, not every birth, but difficult births. I think we're there to assist with that. And so there's a lot of joy when that's successful.
May I speak to superconscious, please? Do I have permission to ask questions?
Yes.
I know the superconscious could have brought forth many different things to see today. You chose to bring forward a time when she was in the temple. Why did you pick that to show her today?
Just to validate that she has all the information that she needs. She's got all the information to be able to trust her intuition around pregnancy when it does happen. And that connection to the goddess in particular is strong, and it runs back a long ways.